my sound work? Hold up.
Oh, I just put you live already.
I just got to take this off because you don't do that clicking.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. What's up, man?
Good morning.
What? Sorry, I had the...
Thank you, Mark. We already got $99.99 from Mark.
Thanks,
for
Mark.
Mom's Day dinner for CW.
Thank you, brother.
So much.
I mean, they got to get to work.
And he's got to go because he's got to give some attention to his special lady.
Hey, man, that's why I like you.
Yeah, we're a little early.
Well, we're always like a couple minutes late, so we'll just, if we can do a couple minutes early, we'll give it to you. Well, hey, thanks, Mark.
Hey, Gareth.
Incredible honor. Hey, Gareth. I can't see your comments, so whatever CW doesn't tell me, I can't see
everybody's just saying Happy Mother's Day and stuff.
Yeah, Happy Mother's Day.
He said, how's it, Tim?
To all you mother beeps out there.
So people that have a honey-do list, I see, you're excused from the live if you need to be.
Yeah, I already did part of mine. I did part of it.
Yeah, I made him do one of those gross jobs nobody wants to do.
It's just easy, though. I mean, so we have our master bath has like double vanity, super pretty, right? Like granite countertops and all kinds of nice stuff. And I'm not even allowed in that room. So I didn't clog the sinks, but CW and her beautiful hair helped with that. So one of the things she's been asking me to do was, you know, clean out the P-traps. It took like 4.5 minutes, maybe, for both of them. The sad thing is I can do all that stuff in my sleep, and I'm like, yeah, tools, and I do it. But I got one more thing I need to do today, and it's our youngest daughter, who's 10 now. She got a pet rabbit because she batted her blue eyes at us at a flea market. Like,
are you going to clean up the rabbit's crap?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I want a baby bunny. So we got her this baby bunny. And she did like you remember that cartoon from the 90s? I love him and hold him and squeeze him. And she like almost killed him on the way home. I thought he was dead.
Thanks, MA. Thank you, everybody, wishing me Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Let's take time because she is the greatest
mother.
And to
all the moms out there.
Sorry, guys. She's the greatest mother to my children. And she had a beautiful example from my mother-in-law. Send prayers their way. Always, please.
Nameless Drifter, he said.
What's your name? Sorry.
He said he just got stents put in, but he still has never missed a live, and he's here.
Man, that's some like trooper kind of crap right there.
I know. Hey, we got a new member.
Hey. Woo.
Doc Hanley said rabbit is good eating.
It sure is. So I used to raise rabbit a lot. Have you ever raised it, Doc? What horrified me is that the first time one of our rabbits had kids or babies, it ate them. I didn't even understand, like, why are you eating your kids, man?
What up, Daily Knife?
Anyway, what up, CDC? Formerly known as CDC, Daily Knife. I actually was, something I want to say on
Thanks, Nick Dermuff.
That vein is,
hey,
I'm going to try to start naming you guys in the postings, like the people that sent us stuff, because I'm really appreciative, and I think that if you go out of your way to do that, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to start naming you guys in the postings of the stuff you send us every week to talk about, and then I carry all this stuff you guys send me. At some point, I'm going to start doing a pocket dump of what I'm carrying. The people sent me different every week, because
oops, I'm giving something away already.
What is it? Did you tell anybody?
It's a gun mat.
Cool. Which one?
I gave it to you. It's the Be Less Dumb.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not the Be Less Dumb.
It's my favorite one.
It's this one.
The American flag.
I didn't mean to give it away this early. I was just setting it up.
Oops. Well, go ahead, guys.
Happy Mother's Day.
Look, I use these. Actually, on my desk, I use these.
It's like 2 minutes in.
Under my keyboard as a giant mouse pad and a keyboard to keep my keyboard from sliding around, because I use Mac. And the keyboard is slick and it slides around. Anyway.
They're quite handy.
I use them for all kinds of stuff. And also, every surface that I put a firearm on has one. So, there's the thing with the thing. So, I'm going to start doing a pocket dump every week and including something that someone has sent me throughout time. Because I'm so grateful that you guys send me so much cool stuff. Yesterday, no kidding, I had 3 blades in addition to the fixed blade that I made on me yesterday. And CW's like, what are And it's just stuff that people had sent me.
Charles, 1999. Happy Mother's Day to CW
Thanks,
and
Charles.
all the other mothers on the live. Yes.
Charles, are you in charge? Can you tell I'm a 90s kid? Anyway, so good luck on the mat, everybody. Enter that because I use
dump right now, question mark.
Oh, we can, but all this crap's in the way. We'll do it under the thing after I get all my stuff. Oh, let's make coffee.
Bushman is awesome. I can't wait to make the video this week on it.
Hey, Fish Ranch, you on here, man?
From Daily
Have you seen Fish Ranch on here?
Fish Ranch. He was like one of the first ones.
He always is. I mean, every video, it's like his thing. So today we're going to do the Brutal Awakening that he sent last week. I'm going to do that today, and I'm going to try the inverted AeroPress method that you
Finish
guys...
the rabbit story, Tim.
That was just... Oh, so Caitlin got this baby rabbit 9 years ago. And if you guys have raised rabbits, they're not supposed to live that long. So now it's a lop-eared rabbit. Really cute, super friendly, like a pet. So I had his cage on the back deck. And we have this beautiful mountain view. And we're up on top of the mountain, and then our property kind of drops away. And then what makes the view so beautiful is it overlooks my shooting range, which is incredible, right? So from the porch, it's exactly 99.7 yards if you wanted to. Oh, rabbit. So I put his cage out there. He lived in his cage, but then Caitlin was going to visit him all the time. So I was just like, oh, what's it hurt? He uses the bathroom inside his cage. Let's clean the cage out.
Temporary.
Temporary,
He's
right?
Lived out there for forever now.
This dude is 9.5 years old. He's like freakishly old, right? So now he's used to running around the whole screened in back deck, which is big. I mean, it's 20 by 40. It's a big screened in back deck. So in his old age, he just started shiting wherever he feels like it. It used to be in one little spot because rabbits are creatures of habit. So all of a sudden, we spend the money to have the deck refinished, like re-water treated, pressure washed, all the outsides painted, and then all of a sudden he just like whatever and just lets it loose.
So you got to clean it up. That's my Mother's Day present. I always say just clean something.
Yeah, that's her thing. She doesn't care about any of the other stuff. Just like, hey, dude.
Hey, for people just hopping on, I am already
get it, rabbit
coming out
popping
strong with a early giveaway.
She accidentally pushed the button too soon. So anyway, let's
map for this gun map.
Let's make coffee. Let's do that. Brutal Awakening by Blackout Coffee Company. Oh yeah, I got to use this coffee maker twice today. Our power went out early this morning.
Hey, AJ got his Ops Talk Thursday and says it's AC. He says it's fantastic. Yes.
You know what I'm carrying today? The 007.
Lots of y'all are getting the 007.
How about it? Everybody that's gotten it, I've heard they're like, holy crap, I told you. And I love the battle worn.
Hey, honey, shout out to Cody H.
Cody H, like Cody H.
Yeah, just shout him out.
What up?
He's awesome. He's always on videos commenting about how awesome we are.
Is that the same Cody H?
No.
It's local? Are you sure?
No, he's the one that always writes these clever comments that they're like real long about how awesome we are.
Yeah. Thanks, Cody H. But
yeah,
I was like, wait a second. Is he from around here? Because anyway.
I don't think so.
It's just weird. I was
hey, $10 from.
Thanks, Cody. Thank you guys, all of you, for taking the time.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day, CW.
Who saw the Blade HQ video? That's crazy. I know Fish Ranch did because he terrorized their comments. I didn't know anything about this. And it was like their favorite influencers. And the influencers didn't know that they were going to be featured until the video came out. And Tomas was like, bro, check this out. And of course I was messing with him. But he was on there. Oh, wait, you're supposed to dip this filter in the water, it says.
What is this?
This is the inverted AeroPress method. So
electronics. I got my 007 and what a beautiful blade. The Battle Lock grips are perfect.
I told y'all, man. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be like cocky or whatever because I'm not at all. But it's good. So, yeah. Anyway, this rabbit.
Derek Finley wants to know if we're going to have any 007s at Blade Atlanta.
We show is, Derek. Can we say show is?
Plastico Flamingo, thanks again for the Op Striker. Can't believe how much I love it. You won that, didn't you?
Yeah, man. Right? So I'm glad you like it.
The question of the hour: will TKellians be able to grab the WharnEDC?
So, if you come to Blade Show, I didn't know that.
I mentioned this last week. We have.
You'll be able to get a regular one, yes.
Well, no, I said there are going to be some extra grips, but we are not.
Gosh, that thing is like rolling freaking boil. Sorry, I'm trying to like, man, jet boil. You guys know anything about these jet boils?
Any mini cleavers available? Must know, LOL.
No, actually, there aren't. All right, so we got the coffee in here. I'm trying to do the directions. Inverted arrow press. It sounds like a workout move.
It does. Yeah, thank y'all for trolling with TKL comments over there. Doc said I saw it and trolled with TKL love comments.
Thanks, guys. And that means so much. And I think
King of the troll comments is Fish Ranch. I love it. He's always out there.
A troll is a jerk off, though. He's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a term that I associate with I don't like you very much.
Oh, okay.
But so our army, I call it the TKL Marine Corps or the TKL Corps because you guys are freaking awesome.
If you all are just jumping on,
enter the map
giveaway #Matt.
And every week, if you guys don't know, I make the coffee on top of Butcher Block. His last name is Butcher. If anybody knows, link his stuff. Because he put the TKL logo in it, and I use it every single week. Anyway, thought that was cool. So, what this instructor's thing said, I'm putting this out in the other shop. BT dubs.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's give away this mat.
Let's give it away while I'm out here messing around. Okay, so it said, soak the thing, pour it in, stir it, put the cap.
John. Tweet.
Let it
How do you pronounce your last name? Congratulations.
Thanks, John.
You need to email us and give us your address and we'll get that shipped out to you.
Please, John.
Customer service at tklknives.com.
Tui, like Sean Tui from...
It's spelled Tuite. How would you pronounce that?
Tui?
Tweet.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it's just got French origins, right? With the O-U-I, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so I'm sure I've already started 6 or 7 stories and haven't finished them yet. You guys just keep me on track, please.
Jacob Vargas said, will the Nautilus be early release for Patreon members?
Yes. Yep.
Oh, that's coming up.
Yeah, in a couple days, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Cool thing is the machining is almost done for the grips, which means... they're going to be a few weeks, just a few weeks. I'm hoping to have grips for those by Blade Show. Now, listen, guys, there are only 100 of those. 100. Not like
they'll be gone on
I'm only releasing 100 of the batch of 200. There are.
You have them to show?
100 in existence. Yeah. So that's the Nautili. This is actually a Nautilus. Why is it focusing on not this? Can you not?
It's because you're standing off to the side, I think.
Over here, stupid.
John, it's his first time on the live, and he already won something.
Wow,
that's cool.
It's not rigged. So that's the Nautilus, but the grips, they'll have the battle lock texture.
Peach, yes, Caitlin did eat donuts every day, and so did China.
So yeah, I dropped Peach's name in there. He brought Daddy-O's, right? Isn't that right? Donuts. Man. Here's the thing about Daddy-O's. When you give them to Daddy, he eats them all, and it becomes the shape of an O. CW had to like beat me, like, bam, stop eating them. You got to fit into clothes. We can't afford new clothes. Like, there's holes in my shorts. Anyway.
Which is better, the Nautilus or the Night Stalker?
It depends. I mean, Nautilus is basically, I was going to name it the Night Stalker Subcompact because I'm, that way. But, I didn't because I didn't. I don't know. Anyway, so this is supposed to be how you do this. Now that it's sat.
Jeffrey said Night Stalker. Do you have both to compare?
No, you can't.
A lot of people are really loving this Nautilus. There's a couple of custom ones out there, and they're like, really
if you have a custom one, you could have compared, but if nobody's got a production model.
Mm-hmm. We do not have the black lashing screws at the moment, Plastico Flamingo. We are scrambling just to have enough materials.
Yeah, we're
to
shipping
get
so much
blades out.
stuff that we're devoting everything to getting the 3 to 6 month blade orders out.
Can't wait to see you too, Daily Knife.
Yeah.
Nick Bonoma, will there be a CQC grind option for the Nautilus? Good question.
I don't see why not. Why not?
Hey, $10. Got that need. Happy Mother's Day, CW, as well as all the other moms on the live today.
Okay,
Thank you.
so that was way easier. Thanks to you guys for suggesting that we do that, because that was super easy.
Yes, Mike. Took my Bushman camping for the first time. What a masterpiece. Totally underrated model. Agreed.
I agree with that. And I can't figure out why. Peach kind of felt the same way, because he stopped by the shop this week, and so did Zeke Warner. That's Peach brought donuts because he was in town. Well, sort of in town, a couple hours away. And he was like, hey, let me come hang out with you guys. I don't have anything going on. I put him to work. And since he came and did several hours of work, I gave him some stuff.
Welcome, Mike. What's your preferred self-defense model from Derek Finley?
Oh, man, I don't know.
The model that did the most damage that he tested recently is that FLN 2.0.
Yep, so
You're
far.
talking about damage?
That
one's crazy.
It didn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, we've got that blade ready. And you want to tell them the potential?
Well, I know that's what's happening. So, we're working with MKM. I don't mind to say it, because their logo is going to be on the sheath. I've been working with MKM, the head guy over there, Alessandro, and his partner. Gosh, I can't remember his name. We've been working for several months on getting a leather sheath, because I wanted that to be really comfortable for carry, IWB and OWB, and it's magnetic, and it's got a button strap if you want to do the button strap too, but you can run it without that, which is really cool. And it's going to have spacing for Ulti clip, and it's going to have spacing for DCC clip, so you can all kind of the ways. So they are bringing it to Blade Show, and they may be stopping by the shop to do video tour, release tour. I'm trying to see if I can't get everybody, Jared, Neve included, to come, because everybody's going to be in town. And it's kind of cool, because I'll have the guys from Italy in the country and within a couple hours, and Jared. So we're going to try to do some video, maybe to release and announce that. I keep doing this for a reason, and nobody's asked me why. Why I'm flexing. Like, I'm not trying to flex, but does anyone see that? What was that say? I love the white.
Turn around.
TCal. Oh.
Let me see your backside.
2025. I have a long back, but look at the back of the shirt. Such a cool shirt. Is it coming through on the camera?
Yeah, it looks really neat. It looks like superimposed on there.
It is neat. So I got to
like
give credit where it's due. Jacob was like, we should do the Band-Aid on the Blade Show shirt. So this is your Blade Show shirts that you're going to get. Again, patrons will have an opportunity to get these after Blade Show. So we'll get an order ready. Whoever wants to get one, we'll give them at a Patreon discount. The 2025 edition special Be Less Dumb shirts after Blade Show.
Thank you, Silent Strike.
Because we need to keep as much material. If you guys don't understand, Blade Show is going to be absolutely insane for us. Is Armored Faith Blade Works on?
Not yet. I haven't seen him.
Okay. If he jumps on, let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
I should text him, but he's probably going to church.
Is that MKM sheath going to fit the first version?
Yes, it actually will. So we will have an option to not have to sit on those hundreds of the original ones we have. So that'll be cool. And so I'm really excited about that. We're going to do a brown and a black leather. That way it'll blend in with whatever color belt you've got. I'm very excited about it. Some stout coffee. Woo! Inverted method makes it strong. You want to try some of this?
It's real strong.
It's stout. Not as stout as that. What did I drink last week? That Wake the H Up. Holy crap. That stuff had my insides vibrating, which I kind of like. That's good, Joe. I love strong coffee. That's that Marin core stuff. I think that's probably why, you know how people say that'll put hair on your chest? I must have had a lot of strong coffee in my life, because I look like a buffalo.
Daniel R says, have you ever had Cuban coffee?
No. But
it's really strong.
all of our coffee is sent to us. So if
Send
you want
us some Cuban coffee
to call you out by name, and also I do have 3 more espresso roasts that have been sent to us that I'm going to be doing.
He said it's like crack.
Man, where were we? Remember that Kenyan restaurant we went to?
Ethiopian.
Sorry, they're neighbors. It's not a big deal.
I've seen a couple people ask about the 004 sheath. When we're gonna have those?
Beep. I don't know. Because the blades are in process. Here's kind of the we've got this backlog of garbage that we were sent late last year. So in that garbage is all of the 04s, 05s, a batch of 07s that we're turning into trainers and whatever else.
You mean the machine shop that messed up all those blades didn't compensate it for us, still driving an expensive car and still making his own blades?
So let's talk about that. I have been a gentleman, a Christian, and a decent human about not mentioning that company by name. So I've been scrambling to find steel. I reached out to the dude to ask if he had steel because he went out of business, right? So they ruined 2,400 blades.
Which translates into how much money that we lost.
$240,000. And the reason it's that much is because we paid for steel, we paid for water jet, we paid for machining, we paid for heat treat, we paid for nickel boron. I got them back. The samples were incredible. American shop. Then I bought sheaths. Then I bought grips that didn't fit. And none of the crap would work. So I had everything you need. And also the Night Stalkers, the 1,600 of those that had the like -5 degree grind that you guys are buying for the build out kits on the T. Kagan's website. That was not this company's fault, but my water jet guy. So we took a huge bath. But from that shop directly, 156 grand, just them. The rest of that is from sheaths that we bought, grips that we bought that would not fit, that were made to those. So we had to start all that crap over. So yeah, I was trying to find out where some steel was, looking all around the country.
Or like maybe this person that screwed us over so bad would give us.
Yeah, if he went out of business because and I don't really know how they did because we paid them and they went out of business. So my checks, anyway, not to have a boohoo session, but I found out their website is up now. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I've been seeing this dude do videos. Look, he can be a maker and all that stuff, but that other side of his business, they have investors and we don't. So I took $200,000 loss and then you shut your website down, told me you couldn't cover the cost. I'm so sorry, I'm out of business. You have no recourse. We didn't go the legal route because that's not really who we are. And then you secretly launch it. And then I saw like 5 or 6 companies that he's making blades for. How in the world?
That worries me because I think about like people who really don't have any other, they're putting every last penny into getting a blade made. And then if it comes back ruined, that's terrible.
It's actually more common in the industry than you think that we small, medium-sized blade makers get completely screwed over by these job shops. And then they say they go out of business and they relaunch under a new name. Well, they didn't even launch under a new name. And I'm like, man.
Everybody's saying go the legal route.
But look, okay, CW's with you, right?
Hey, man, you got to do what you got to do. People will F you over.
Here's the thing.
Let them. The legal system's how you hold people accountable.
But can you not imagine the legal cost of doing that? Wouldn't it exceed 156 grand?
That's what I was wondering.
I mean,
hey, Mark.
And then we look like a bad guy, I think, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard for me. Like, why can't you just be honorable and pay me back. Like, so Peach and Zeke came by the shop this week. There are thousands of blemished blades in that place. Thousands. Any of you can come by and see them. It's not a secret. I didn't even show them, I don't think, to them, but we can. We should do a shop tour.
Is there anybody a lawyer on here that wants to take our case pro bono?
Yeah, but I mean, yeah.
I just don't think he would have the money. He would probably just shut down again.
At least make a phone call, bro. Damn. Sorry. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how you, that was a little shocking. I wasn't looking for them, but they came up as a supplier. And I'm like, oh yeah, they're out of business. And then I look, I'm like, oh no, they're not. And oh, by the way, they renewed their business licenses less than 60 days ago. It's amazing what the internet can help you find out. So I'm just like, man. So we're over here suffering this loss. Somehow you wipe the slate clean and you're able to be profitable. That's awesome because we're not.
Name that company. They can't sue for defamation if it's true.
What?
Oh, they just said name that company. They can't sue for defamation if it's true.
Oh, yeah, it's 100% true. I mean, I've got all the emails, all the crap that I'm sorry. Like, I know you want me to feel bad for you, but, and I do. Actually, the truth is I do. Sorry, I'm getting the camera over here.
Well, then there's that other elephant in the room of like other companies that do have stupid money and they will sue you and completely break you and completely take. And
that is their modus operandi too.
Yeah.
Like that's not this is not a secret. But here's the thing: if you say something, you're gonna get in trouble. Let's put Fish Ranch's hot sauce up here. You see your vodka there? Healthy. There it is.
Yeah, there's another thing that happened to us that's so bad, but we're not going to mention because they'll sue us into eternity. Yep,
we got the proof of it too. But I mean, I can't afford those lawyers. No, not me. It's crazy. And like, I don't understand why you wouldn't just do your thing, right, and just leave the rest of the industry alone.
Yeah, I would love so bad to say what they did. Because people would really not support them. But
you think
I'm not going to.
I don't think so.
If we showed a proof of what they did, you don't think people would quit supporting a company like that?
I don't think so. I don't think people care enough. Because then they'll be like, oh, you're just crying.
Maybe we should change the subject.
Yeah.
We should probably change
Why are you getting a lot of negative comments?
No negative comments. I don't want to come across like we're poor me in or something.
It does feel like that.
Sucks.
But I mean, thanks to everybody on here, we're doing really well as a company.
Yeah, I mean, we just put our trust in God and keep going. Kim Hendricks is on. She traded you something cool this week.
Yeah, man. I can't show it on the video.
Can't show it because it's a firearm.
I don't know if you want to talk about it. It was, I had to brush up on my FFL stuff because I was like, wait a second. Are we supposed to be able to do this? Well, yeah.
Hey, Armor Faith Blade Works is on. He was just asking about you.
So I was asking. We have been asked by Whatnot to do a live auction at Blade Show, and I want to feature Armored Faith is making us 4 DP1s, and I know one of them is in this steel. This is some of Carson's work. And Carson, tell me if one of these other blades I have of yours is made in the other one. I don't think it is. But I don't. So anyway, 2 of them are going to be made in this. Whoa, this lighting is crazy. What is... I love it when the power goes off and resets all my stuff.
That is a bright blade.
Nuts. And is that the right color? There we go.
There you go.
I think that's it. Okay. So this is the Mosaic Damascus, and this is Baker.
Thanks, Rob.
Baker Forge. Thanks, Rob. I think this is the one he's using. This is a knife that Josh Lindsay bought me. I almost said Josh Smith. You guys
Subliminal.
Josh Lindsay bought me this knife. Absolutely the most beautiful knife in my collection of all collections. And just look at this.
Carson does amazing work. He said, no, the other two are, where'd it go?
He showed me. He sent me a picture.
Bronze with a Damascus core.
I've got the picture. Anyway, just freaking beautiful. So Coy Baker does an amazing job with his steel, and then Carson turns it into works of art, functional works of art. He always tells me to use his stuff, and I'm like, nope.
Excella. I've got some blade giveaways. I hadn't planned a Night Stalker though.
So yeah. So
maybe a CG.
The auctions.
Aquanaut, thank you. Gifted 1 TCal membership.
Thank you, Aquanaut. You guys like your membership so much you're giving it to other people. That's really cool. So Carson is making 4 blades, 2 like you just saw. The auction is going to be with Whatnot live at Blade Show, but people all over the world can bid also.
Wait, don't say all over the world, because then international people are going to say,
no.
They don't let me.
When I talked with Zach, he said, we'll do it so international people can do it too. That's what he said.
Okay.
So as now, that's the plan. So we're going to have like QR codes. They're going to promote it. We're going to promote it. I've got to choose Friday or Saturday. The only issue is we're going to be crazy freaking busy both Friday and Saturday. So we're going to have to do it like afternoon, lunchtime-ish after.
Hunter, if you want to do that, just let me know.
Melissa leaves the booth. What?
He's talking about auctioning. He had a display case for my dad's knife for the DP1. He's got a shiny blade.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Armored Faith, the mosaics are going to be a non-Baker steel Damascus. A tad different, but very similar.
Okay. So whoever it is, we'll shout out to who's it? Who's making the steel?
I already forgot.
Okay. Anyway.
Mosaics are going to be a non-Baker steel Damascus. Oh, I don't know.
Somebody. But the bronze Mai is. Cool. So they'll be completely unique. A steel we've never done for anything that he's done for us. So
meanwhile, I'll tell
you. I just am.
Are we getting threatened already?
No. I was.
Cease and desist.
I was
already?
Yeah, kind of, but just over holsters. So.
What are you talking about?
No. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Today's drama day.
Yeah. So they're gonna have QR codes you can scan and sign up for that stuff. And then there's going to be people you can bid live at Blade Show. If you're at Blade Show and you win it, you can take it away there. Or Whatnot's going to take it and get it shipped to you within the 48-hour time period. So that's going to be really, really cool. I want to see like a huge amount of people. They're DP1s. So Carson's going to do the blade, probably custom grips. It's just basically my blade design with his skill in sheathing and the Damascus magical steels and craftsmanship. Really cool project. I'm really excited about it. So that is going to be another thing we're doing at Blade Show. So I don't know how you're going to pull this off, Carson. You're going to have to be on the live too. So
yeah, how's he going to do that? He'll be at his own booth.
He's going to have to get one of his.
Are you in the big room or the small room, Carson?
His minions. One of his
Faithful
minions.
EDC, it's really up in the air right now.
What?
I had a list going of people that I was going to try to hold a couple of brass, oh my gosh, copper Melissa blades, and the list just got out of control. So we're going to have to come up with something else. I'm going to try to at least offer y'all the leftover copper grips that we have. But that would not be the screws. So you'll have to do a different screw, like a black screw.
Yeah. And
we'll see.
Yeah, so that's a special limited edition. I didn't know that this was going to be something everybody would want.
I'm not used to being like, I just didn't think they would go that fast. And just everybody is wanting them. So sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry.
So that's at Blade Show. So we're doing
Daily knife. DP1 is hands down my most used. I need all of them. Yes.
Well,
how big is the Nautilus compared to the WharnEDC? And people are giving it a nickname, Naughty, and it's Nauti. And that's kind of cool.
that is pretty neat, actually. I like that.
Cute.
So we want to see the DP1, the WharnEDC, Nautilus. Is that what I was just asked?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's compare them.
So let's go over here. Let me get this out of the way because this was the next thing I was going to talk about, but I'm not going to talk about that yet. So,
yeah, we're gonna have some DP1s at Blade. Probably just the ADCRV, a few built and ready to go.
Sorry, I got thrown off.
I could tell you got derailed by whatever that text said.
Yeah.
No, but
yeah,
I do not know.
Yeah. Anyway, I was just trying to help somebody out. And the WharnEDC, which is in here, not built. We'll just build it on camera.
Build it on camera. A lot of people ask how to do that anyway.
Okay, cool. Let's do that. So let's just build it on camera.
Let me show you not bending over.
Oh, okay, cool. Show me over here. This is the a prototype still.
Thanks, Denny. $10 video fools. Great CS support this week. Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah. And happy Mother's Day to C-Dub. So this one is slightly blemished because it was the first.
That was where we were testing logos and stuff.
Yeah, so this got some lines in the nickel boron.
Do we ever do Ultim? We have not yet.
Have not, but it's a really cool looking. Thing is, I came from outside the industry, so I didn't know about all this cool guy stuff that you could do. And now that there's all this cool guy stuff that you can do,
Excel, I think we still have some CGs in stock. Did we sell out, honey?
I don't think so. I thought there were some in stock.
Yeah, Daily Knife, you do need to send that. Travis Byler, we are shipping. We shipped through all of the ADCRV2 that we had the grips for, and we're starting ABL shortly.
What are you talking about?
007s. Yeah. So if you had ABL, we're about to start shipping those shortly.
This is part of my pocket dump that Chuck Marsh gave me. This I carry this literally every day, and he had an extra bit holder put in it. It's really cool. And then there's another thing that he had anyway, we'll talk about that later. So here we go. WharnEDC without the extent of the ring grip versus the DP1. So DP1 is considerably smaller, so much more pocketable. But I wanted a Wharncliffe with a decent length blade that you could drop in your pocket, and then the Nautilus is even longer. So
Silent Strike. Op strikers are done. So if you have an order and it hasn't shipped yet, it would be for a grip.
Yep, and we're trying to get the op scripts done. It's inside the knife industry right now.
$20. Thank you, Aquanaut. Happy Mother's Day, CW. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you from me, because she's an amazing mother to my children. So kind of a medium size, but still, if you notice, it is based on the Night Stalker. So nobody caught that, did they?
No.
The Nautilus literally is made from.
I think it's the lighting, Miss Toll, because they're copper. They're definitely copper.
What?
People saying the screws look brass.
Those may accidentally be brass screws.
Oh.
I thought the same thing. Oh,
no, are you serious?
What?
So I was advertising.
No, these came from my personal collection, and they could be the ones that Sky sent me.
Mil-spec Mike. If it's ADCRV, do you have ADCRV or AEBL?
Yeah, AEBL is almost done with nickel boron. They're officially
Woo!
there.
Josh L's on $99.99 Mother's Day brunch. Thank you so much.
Josh.
We were just talking about you.
Yep.
FP saw it. Was that a new sheath?
What? So look at this. I don't know. We just did this. John and I were playing around, and this is a one-piece resin printed with that resin that we pretty much invented. Look at this. It's as strong as Kydex, but it's got a 500-degree melt point where Kydex has 300, so it would survive in your car. And listen to this. Can you believe that? Look. That is crazy. But I was telling John, like, it's blue. So, what was that? So it's blue. But resin is not 3D printed, guys. People think it is the same thing. A 3D printer, like, draws the thing. Resin takes a plate in a puddle of this liquid material, and it raises 40 micron, and it takes a picture from underneath, and this is UV exposed. So it raises 40 micron, takes a picture, raises. So it takes like 20 hours to do one of these, but resin is, it's plastic in its liquid form. Then you put them in a UV dryer and it turns them into this.
Hashtag knife. I have 3 blades here. It'll be one of those.
I mean, you got some lines, some artifacts from just, we haven't really played with it, but I mean, that's crazy. I don't know if the industry could do this. Like, could the durability of this, I threw this thing.
It's cool that it's a one piece.
C-Dub, what did I do with this sheath? I'm not going to,
well, because we were in the shop, he handed it to me and I said, yeah, but is it going to be durable? And he's like throwing it everywhere.
I threw it. Look, I played baseball my entire natural life, and I was one of the few people that could, from my knees, fire a strike as a catcher from behind the plate to second base. And the pitcher knew, you better hit the deck, because if I threw my mask off, that ball's coming at your face and you better get out the way because that guy's trying to steal second. So I got an arm. I threw that thing full speed across the shop and it hit the steel door and it didn't do jack to it, which was crazy. So the durability's there. And this is the Nautilus, and then it does, which obviously these use the same sheath. It's crazy. It's resin, but here's the weird part. So, you can see through it. Like,
here's Hunter's. You want to show this when you get done?
Yeah.
It's the DP one with the box, and it's got this little display case.
Who made this?
He did.
You made the
well, no, he
box?
got the box from somewhere.
That is so cool. And look, he chose you, CW. How awesome. And, you know, and he's got shiny and America grips.
He said we could put it. Am I understanding you, Hunter? You want us to put it on the auction?
No way. He's probably saying use these boxes for the auction.
Oh, okay, got it.
Because there's I mean, he might be, but he's crazy. Hunter does a lot of stuff for us.
Look at how cool EDC these nuts did his.
I can't talk about somebody else's whatever's.
With he's got a shiny one too.
How'd he pull that off?
He ordered it. Show it. Show the
I love how, sorry. I love how unique. Are you guys posting these to the website?
That's Instagram.
But I'm saying, go to the website also and hit on the homepage, the customer photos thing. I like how it's matchy, like the orange matches.
He likes orange knives.
He does, or he does?
Oh,
I do too.
Can you grab the blades that I brought so we can tell them what they might win?
Where did you put them? Oh, in this box here. So anyway, yeah. Excuse me.
Man, we got a lot of stuff to go over.
We do. Got a lot of stuff. But also, I want to circle back to us talking about I don't want to look like we're crying about losses or whatever.
Oh, got it, Hunter. I totally misunderstood. He wants to bid on that DP one and add it to the display case. Yes, that would be awesome.
So, yeah, I don't want to seem like we're poor mouthing or whatever. We're not. We're doing fine. So, C-Dub got, this is a giveaway.
It's got an engraving on it. Okay, so has anybody got the initials JAS?
Somebody does.
Does anybody have those initials? Because if you won, it would match your name. Or does anybody call you Jazz?
We could try to put a blocker, but it usually still shows.
It's an adversary with OD micarta. And
so there's a 005.
That is the
with
thicker
thick edge.
005.
All grayed out with wolf gray and gray screws. Ooh, that thing's sharp. And what else did you find? Ooh.
And a double-edged night guard 2.0.
A triple edge. Look at that.
Triple edge,
1, 2, 3. Night guard 2.0. Fancy.
Yeah, these are what I brought to give away today. So
we had to go to the shop because I had to pick up the Badger Claw sheaths for our Knives by Nuge collab we're doing.
Yeah, y'all would have to like give it another meaning if you won. You'd have to think of an acronym. Like what could you? What would you do,
Oh,
honey?
jerks are stupid, man.
Jerks are stupid.
Bam. See how that works? Quick wit. JAS, jerks are stupid.
No, I'm sure there's a better one out there.
Jacked as roids. Steroids. Oh, yeah, man. If you're like swole.
Somebody mentioned the not liking Kydex, but only yours, and said they're excited about the leather sheaths from Badger Claw.
Yeah. Oh, let's talk about that. Okay, sure. So I did a thing.
Just a sec. I love it. You just hold it up. Just another slicer. That one's
Hold, please. So there you go. You got it. So if you win, you can call it whatever. Is that your initials? No, man. Look at this. What? Look at it.
Oh man, that looked the color of the two.
Badger Claw made these sheaths for me like super crazy fast. Look at this. You guys, wait. Whose logo is this? Is that Knives by Nuge's logo? Sure is. Is that a DP1 by TKL? Sure is. Oh my gosh. So
this makes it so light.
Tom did his famous jute wrap that is just freaking beautiful. His idea to leave this hole exposed more, because I wanted it all the way down because I'm like Mr. Clean Line guy. He's like, no way, man. People want to tie a lanyard. Let's leave that exposed. So look at this, man. So there will be 20 of these at Blade Show. Holy crap.
It's going to come with that leather sheath.
Yeah, it's going to come with a Badger Claw sheath. Look at it. I mean, look at the total package. Wow. JS. Am I putting this in backwards because his logo's that way? No.
It makes it really, really light, too.
Oh, yeah. It's such a pocket knife. I mean, and this sheath will work with other stuff, too. The Piranha.
Would you let me know which one of those Badger Claws will fit a combatant? Tim and CW.
Let's ask Badger Claw. Oh, he's in Scotland. We can't. I have no idea. I had the ones from last week in here, but once after Blade Show, we're going to work with him on getting these stock. But who's excited about this? So this is very, like, I mean, what a cool kit. It's comfy too, man. And you could get, well, never mind. You can get a custom holster made. I need to review that.
Panther food from EDC. He's always feeding our panther. Just came back from a knife show in Austria a few minutes ago. Awesome. I guess I'll give away this knife while you're over there reading stuff.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to navigate this stupid holster situation, but whatever.
You showing that again?
I just think it's awesome. Now, you said you were doing a giveaway, so I figured I'd show something over there. I'm gonna do this for you, C-Dub.
If you win this knife, you can choose from those three, and then I'll give away the next one on the next giveaway. But you got to respond what you want if you win. Does that make sense, people? Oh, shoot. I'm not even showing it. There you go.
Silly goose. So, yeah. What do you guys want to see next?
Caleb Hale, honey.
He finally?
That's going to make his day.
Man, so what did he win?
He's going to choose between those three.
You better
Caleb,
choose now because you got 2 more to do.
Which one? You got to let us know because we got to give away another one. You want that double edge? Show him again. Show him again. So
No. Okay, so we'll go Triple Edge 2.0, Night Guardian 2.0.
I have a feeling he might pick that.
Because it's nasty. The Agent 005 with the thick edge. So the combat grade version with wolf gray.
You got to comment and let us know which one you want.
Or just another slicer.
If not, we're going to choose for you.
Yeah, just another slicer.
Just another slicer.
Adversary. Our new JAS line. So let us know so we can move on to the other ones for other humans. So I guess, am I still over here on this camera?
Yep, you're still over there.
So these guys sent me this Sunshine Safety First Aid. They reached out, so they wanted to show me some stuff. So this is their it's a, I don't know what they call it. Oh, brick micro American. So this is all American made, which I was like, wow, that's cool. So you've got laser cut moly.
Okay, he's gonna take the 005, so pull that one off the table.
Okay, you hold it because I'll lose it. You got it. So sunshine safety. This thing is really
Wait a minute.
small.
You know what I just thought about?
No.
It's Mother's Day. He lost his mom. That's for him.
Yep.
That's to encourage
that
you.
Was meant to be.
Yep.
CW's such a wonderful lady, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
CW just keeps this whole thing together.
No, I'm not. I'm saying to the other thing.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, she knows it. Just kidding. So sunshine safety, American made. I really like how compact this thing is. I have not put it on a belt yet. I plan to. Hopefully there's enough room to allow this to stretch back so it doesn't make you huge. Anyway, so it's got, well, it says in here, it's got a SWAT T tourniquet. I don't know how that fits in there. 12-inch compressed gauze bandage and medicine pack and a pair of gloves. The only thing I would add is a quick clot pack, but you could easily stuff that in there. How do you fit a tourniquet in here?
Thanks, strings.
Where is this tourniquet? Band-aids? Oh, there's the SWAT T tourniquet. Dang. Okay, so that's like the cloth style. Interesting.
Thank y'all for saying I'm a nice lady.
1-inch stretch wrap and tuck. Oh, so it does have a. Interesting. I need to play with this more. Anyway, so they sent me this. They also sent me a cool patch that I have mislaid. So I'm gonna check this out. I'm gonna run it on one of my belts. Actually, it'd be a really good one for Cita because she has a black battle belt. She just doesn't know it. She would probably never use it. And giving CW a black battle belt is just
Barbarian Brawny has one too. He said he's going to add a Be Less Dumb patch to him.
Yeah, it needs to say Be Less Dumb because if you cut yourself and you need to get sewn up, you are pretty dumb.
So Jan that's his initials, JAS. He said, "Do you have any more JAS engraved ones?" It's easy to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I can easily do that. That is so.
But maybe you'll win the next one.
Was that for him originally? I don't know how we ended up with this.
I don't either.
I would assume that Jacob put it on the wrong blade because, well, he's dumb. Yeah. That a side of sass and you're an idiot comes if you work here. Ask Hunter. Yeah. So sunshine, they sent me that. So far, very impressed with it. Did you see that text I sent you, C-Dub? You help me navigate that and see if I'm mistaken.
Oh, that just means that he would not be able to do them right now.
Yeah. If it were me, I'm like, hell yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. Push it. Blow my company up. But I don't know what that means. So maybe you can help me figure that out. Yeah.
Are we going to sell those on TKL Tactical from Zeke Warner?
It depends. Because there's also, I have the business name of TKL Medical. So we are actually in development of some medical products. So I don't know. TKL Medical, it's weird. Like a couple of guys, they're doctors. They're like super gung-ho, came with a really good idea for like a medicine style cabinet thing for like trauma scenes.
Thank you.
Or like family size pack. And I love it.
Thank you for the Happy Mother's Day, people.
Yeah, guys, thanks for taking time to wish her Happy Mother's Day, and Happy Mother's Day to all of you mothers, or you guys go tell your mothers, even though I won't. Excuse me. And we kind of fell flat on it. So maybe TKL Medical will release that. We'll see. I don't know what price point would be. I don't even know. Maybe Brawny knows. Also, quick shout out to Braun. He's been taking some incredible photos for us. And also, he's working on a special project that we've got. We cannot announce it yet, but he's like emergency working on some photos for us.
I don't know. Did it come in the mail?
I don't know. I hope so because I paid out the freaking nose for that shipping. I doubt it because shipping sucks right now. But the guys, him and the guys from Big Idea Design, really coming through in the clutch to help us out with this project. So it's kind of a collaborative effort to get
not Frank Castle
stuff out there. Hey man,
you gonna be at Blade Show?
He better.
He usually is.
If he can drive to Georgia Bushcraft twice, He can drive to Atlanta. Yeah.
Brandon, all you got to do is put the hashtag word in there when I pop it up on the screen.
Copy and paste.
That's it.
Yeah. So thanks to the Brawny Barbarian for taking the photos and some outstanding photos. If you guys don't follow him, you should, because his stuff is great. Great. We've been having him do a lot of stuff. He became a fan, and then we're like, hey, by the way, you want to take some pictures? Because
he has a YouTube channel too.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, subscribe, follow him over there. He and the guys from, I don't know how closely associated they want to be, because they're all kind of separate.
So basically, it's just that Hayden will be out of town until July, but he still wants his holsters to be mentioned. So we can talk about how cool they are. People are used to waiting on good stuff.
That's kind of what I'm saying. Like, I mean, part of my hesitation in mentioning that was because I was going to approach him.
JL said Sarah is asking Tim and CW if they like the Chicago Cubs or the Bulls. What team are they? LOL. You know, he had the pictures of the girls with the t-shirts.
So I mean, I'm more of a baseball fan, so I would be more likely to be a Cubby than I would
me too.
Yeah, we were huge baseball fans growing up. I mean, the Braves were like the thing. And I played ball. I had a stupid scholarship and jacked up my shoulder and lost it. But, you know, I played baseball my whole life, man, till I decided to go pick up guns and be a Marin. But I want to say this. The TKL Tactical side, we're doing a lot of stuff in the background, and something I wanted to approach Hayden about was making our holsters for us as a TKL line. He doesn't know this yet, but that was in the plan to do that anyway, because what we're going to do is loadouts with people that you're familiar with. So for Tomas Alas, for example, holster that he likes, bag that he likes, pistol that he likes, blade that he likes, tourniquets that he likes. We're going to build these whole entire kits out, do videos, how to use them, how to wear them, how to carry them. Now that we're in FFL, you can buy just the stuff to hold your firearm, or we can sell you the firearm. So to go with it, and we can ship, it's going to be 99.9% online.
They love to hear you say the Cubbies.
Cubbies, yeah. I mean, I like Chicago. I've actually visited there a couple times. Yeah, so I'll show some of his stuff now. So my most recent acquisitions, and I can't show you this, but CW, true or not, every single day I wear that IWB holster.
It's true.
Every day. It's on me right now. Leather backed, and especially now the leather's broken in. Man, screws.
$20 from Nick Bonomo. Go Cubs. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. Thank you.
So Hayden takes a lot of time with this stuff. I drilled the holes out for my suppressors because I prefer to have that barrel part proud. I don't want the holster any longer. So
Jeremy's on. He said Chicago's great. I've been there twice. Hey, what are you cutting today, Jeremy?
Yeah, man. Still V3s, maybe. Finally getting freaking steel. I'm going to cuss out some people over this. Anyway.
Bonomo likes us better now because he's a big Cubs fan.
Oh, yeah.
We got major brownie points with him.
So this fits the Safari Land setup. So he made this for this is a P365, my custom build fuse. So, and I have a special Romeo 2 light here, went above and beyond, but the fit and finish on these is incredible. So I really want to offer these once we get the TKL Tactical stuff on as a collab with him. This is an IWB, supposed to be appendix carry, but I carry this at 330.
Don't forget to show the DP1 he did, because I was super impressed.
I'm going to do that too. So
it looks awesome.
He made this one I said, hey, pick whatever you want. And these were gifts, but I traded him for the one that I carry here that looks exactly.
Hey, Neves jumped on real quick, said he can't stay, but he's going to message you later. I'm doing my best to be at your shop before the show. So far, it's the plan.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier, that if he can get there, I know the guys from MKM are going to be there If Jared comes, then we'll definitely do some videos. If not, we'll do some stuff at Blade Show. All three of us try to get together. But I'm very, very happy with what MKM has done. It's really good. Their leather quality is outstanding. And that effing blade, CW said it earlier before you were on, Jared, that from a defensive standpoint, that blade is our best cutter without knowing that you were going to drop in. So, people, every single day,
ask for that.
When are you dropping that blade? If the sheaths are what they promise, that drop, those blades are done. The grip's done. They can rip those sheaths out quick. So we could effectively, once Jared and I sign off on it, and it's actually going to be a miracle that we're in the same room at the same time to be able to go over this with MKM, we can ship those bastards like bam.
He said that's what I'm talking about. I love it.
So the blades are done. Dan Hosen from Precision Knife Works, outstanding. He's already ground 200 of those, and he has the rest of them waiting in a shop to do the rest. So the only holdup on that knife has been this sheath is so freaking hard because of the way I design stuff. You know, the way we've made this knife is that it's ultimately comfortable in your hand, and the sheath has been difficult. So it's blade and the ring. That's it.
Says see you soon.
So anyway, have a good day, Jared. That's what's going on with that. We'll be at Blade Show. Hopefully he'll be able to come by the shop. If not, we'll hug at the show. It'll be fine. So back on to Hayden. So he made me this because I love IWB and I like padded holsters, but he suggested leather. So if you
like
look,
that idea, Mr. Bingham.
So these screws, he takes the time to even red Loctite these in, and it bolts in all those places. So this thing hugs this sheath, holster, sorry, I'm a knife guy, to your body. So if you look in there, I add a piece of Cordura, sticky back Cordura, and he may have started offering this now on the inside of these things, but you look at the quality of the fasteners that he's using. I usually swap my stuff out to DCC clips like that, because I like DCC clips, but he's not clowning around over there. And I really would like to see Hayden be able to not have to travel out of town and just do his holsters. But holsters take a lot of freaking work. So he's out of town now working, but I don't know if he will do pre-orders. I mean,
show that DP1 that he
typical.
Did. He also makes sheaths, custom.
Yes, I'm going to show one of his custom sheaths. I screwed up and sent him the wrong steel. But it's not BS. The guys in the shop in CW can vouch. I carry his holster every day.
So how are we going to, Miss Bingham, how are we going to be able to make sure a mom gets this? Hashtag mom. She suggested we give away a blade for a mom. And I like that idea.
I know Hayden said he had to go into work. I don't know if he's on. But he always...
that thing cool. And so, it's got a good retention on that.
So it's carbon fiber paisley, or I don't know, it's freaking rad, and the purple rivets, and then he's got the purple lanyard. That, I'm sorry, this is his private stuff awesome. He sent me, but
I'm sure he could probably make one for somebody.
He don't play around. Like, he makes custom stuff.
Show the whole thing where people can see the whole thing.
So he's got the black ball chain. Is the lighting better here or over here? Let's do it over here too. Oh yeah, look at it now.
I'm telling you, that thing is amazing.
I don't know if he wants to go full time with this, but I think you guys should.
Hey, couldn't we auction that and like let him make himself another one?
Well, I think he sent this back because I sent him the wrong steel.
Hayden, somebody let us know. We'll auction.
He's at work.
We'll auction it on Whatnot and give him the money.
Look, this is Project Bring Hayden Home. Bring Hayden home. He's a brother and a friend of the company. Let's try to help him out. I think that if we can get his product out there enough, maybe he won't have to do this crap. And if you guys, well, I ordered a duty holster that has the flip down thing from a friend of Emery's, and it took 8 weeks to get my holster. That's pretty common when you're getting a custom holster made. So
So y'all try to
Yeah.
go with this giveaway and give it to a mom. If
Yeah,
you
that's the only way we
try
can
to be honest about this one.
So anyway, so that's my spiel.
We're gonna do I will just do a choice, blade of choice for a mom out there.
I really would like to be able to, when the TKL Tactical stuff takes off, convince him to move, because I have all the Kydex making equipment, like high-end professional stuff in my shop, and I think he could
Hey, Hunter,
really,
can you link his info? People are asking.
really do some stuff at my shop. But you'd have to move like 3,000 miles. But if you're having to travel out of town, I don't know. Anyway, I tried to convince him of this a long time ago. But, you know, reality of moving across the United States, it's tough. So that's my spiel with this. I meant to show this DP1 last week, but I didn't get the opportunity. Now I did. So there it is.
Yeah, and for people that really want to customize their, you know, with special colors and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he did these two, the two color ones. Like, I love this OD green. Look, sorry, I'll quit talking about this stuff. But now he makes this little piece himself, and I actually like it better. So this is an older model. I like this wing better because it's much slimmer line. But this pushes against your belt. He makes good stuff, guys. And he does it by hand, obviously. Anyway, I've had Hayden's stuff for several years now, and I keep seeing him up his game, kind of like me. So I really appreciate that. If you think about our community here, Hayden does professional. I mean, he's a professional. He's got hats, he's got patches, he's got really good work ethic, really good products. Then you could get with Misthold to make some of his custom handles and have a completely custom TKL. Where's my knife? My light. I mean, can you see this from over there? Oh, yeah.
Morning.
Look, can you see that from across the room, or do I need to go get it?
No. Well, kind of.
That's pretty rad. So Misthold can make you
Morning,
custom.
Micah. How's everybody?
Morning. Misthold can make you some of these. Hayden can make you a 100% custom sheath.
Oh, that's nice. Matt Peak says I have brunch and watch the live with my mom every Sunday.
Man, thanks, guys. What an honor.
Yeah, so let's give this. Oh, and Jeremy did pop on and say he was working on V3s, TS87s, and just got in steel.
Oh, I don't even want to talk about steel in the United States. My God.
All right.
Sorry,
We'll default to a DP1 if we don't get, if you don't specify what you want for.
Should I go do my pocket?
M. Gomez.
Congratulations.
You won. I just saw you comment. I think you just said something about.
Cool.
Oh, no, he asked about something else. Congratulations.
I always like doing this and finding out which ones of these glow. Under the. Woo! How many people got mad about this? Peach stuffed bags and built stuff all day. So we.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we put them to work.
Yeah.
You want to go over some of the gifts?
No. I'm playing with this laser. Let's do the pocket dump so that I can get that over with, because I keep playing with the stuff and not focusing. Okay. This I've been carrying today, and I carry this very often. You guys know this Olight, but WharnEDC and Hunter went out of their way to have this customized for me. So that really, really means a lot to me. But I love, so I alternate between these two lights, and I like the flat slimline carry stuff because it carries better. But this one I use more often because it's got the UV light and you can adjust it.
Gomez said, of course, this time I win, I have to give it to my wife for being a mom.
Mother beep. Just kidding.
Well, maybe she would give it back to you.
So, and then I carry this that Chuck Marsh gave me. If you guys don't know the Leatherman Arc, it is a pretty spendy day to get into the arena to be able to play.
Hey, Inferno Eagles.
Which is cool. So this bit changer that he had added to it does the small, and when you flip it out, it does. And I, of course, keep a 964 because I'm a nerd. And then I didn't even realize this, but in one part of this thing, when you open it, there's a freaking flint. So you pull the. Is this coming all of these, or is this something he did?
I don't know.
There's a flint. like a striker.
Lower, it's blurry when you have it too close.
It just drops right in there. And it's got a little magnet so it stays in there and you fold your scissors down. Anyway, this arc is like the flippiest. It's on bearings. It's insane. Got a magnet cut blade. This thing is nice, man. This thing, like, it's a high level, high end folder with every day. Carry it every day.
Barbarian Brawny said, I've got the arc, the obsidian, and it's by far my fave.
It is. Yeah.
Chuck said he put it in there.
Yeah, I could tell. I mean, not like it bad, but I knew it was custom. Oh, the flint. Sorry, dumb.
Ray, Patreon members, WharnEDC and Nautilus. So we think we're going to do the WharnEDC before Blade Show now because there's so many people asking for pre-order. Right, honey?
So,
like a week before?
Not a week. It'd be a couple days.
A couple days before Blade Show.
You got me on this lane? We'll talk about that in the middle of my pocket dump. I got crazy. So anyway, Mark, look at this. You guys see this? Not a BS. I've been carrying this for days now. Man.
Hey, M. Gomez, we were talking about that sheath right before you got on. We had Jared popped in. We're looking into getting the leather sheath made. Hopefully they'll be by the shop the week before Blade Show.
So Jack Wolf, I just love it. I forget which model it is.
A couple people have been asking about, are you still going to make that axe?
Yeah, we are, but we had to steal. This is the Pioneer Jack. I know people don't like Jack Wolf stuff, but
who doesn't like Jack Wolf?
Well, because it's old school, right? But this is
people
DLC.
Love Jack Wolf.
Well, not everybody. This is DLC coated, newer materials, and the fit and finish is out freaking standing. So it looks old school, but it's new. Anyway, I like it so much that I drop it in my leather sheath and I keep it in my pocket because I don't want it to get scratched up. The other blade I'm carrying, I don't know. I haven't seen Steven on today, Suzanne.
I haven't seen him.
He hates me now, I guess.
No, he doesn't.
So Stephen Clayton, long time ago, sent me this. This is a JSOC Microtech. I carry this a lot. Yesterday I was carrying another Microtech gift. And then in my little pouch, the same pouch I always carry, but I'm about to switch over to a Badger Claw. So this is 7-Eleven, this little micro ratchet. I do use these things all the time, and I have the Leatherman bits. I do use this stuff every day.
Nismo says American Blade Works has a great slip joint that's made in the USA because people are saying they don't like that it's not American.
Yeah, a lot of people do have an issue with that. It's such a cool knife, though. But
somebody send us an American Blade Works.
I keep this all the time with me, the 7-Eleven. And
what pouch is that?
This is the Yellow Bird, so they don't make them anymore, unfortunately. But I got one. Where's the rest of the Badger Claw stuff? No,
the WharnEDC is debuting a Blade Show. The Copper Edition is only a Blade Show.
Correct.
We're talking about pre-ordering the regular model.
Inside of there, I keep hand sanitizer because the world's nasty.
And yes, the Nautilus will be available for patrons first.
Yes, it will. The regular Nautilus. I keep the Milwaukee pin in the back. I keep a lighter because I start fires. A lens pin because I wear glasses. And then Raymond Johnson sent me these Nipex. He sent me several different pairs of Nipexes, as you will see soon.
Tim JK said, have you ever tried a hitch and timber pouch and then R&B? Oh, no, not R&B. Somebody asked, why, Brian D, why don't y'all make that pouch?
It's
we can
expensive,
make a pouch with leather, with the leather guy.
Yeah, I'll just let Badger Claw do it, or somebody else, or Delta Sheath, depending on if you want a duty level leather or a EDC style. I carry a Fresnel lens with me everywhere. I carry my FFL licenses everywhere. I keep some cash in here because you should. In the bottom, because I just do work a lot. I've got the ratcheting thing.
The Nautilus, is it going to be a right-away shipping thing or a pre-order from Jacob Vargas?
Well, we're going to have to wait for the grips to get done, but the blades are done, and it's either the Night Stalker sheath, so it'll be quicker. It won't be 3 to 6 months, I can tell you that. I think the grips may be done. What else do I have in my pocket? And then I actually won this little key fob holder. I wish I could remember the dude's name. At Blade Show Texas, at a little get together we had.
He called himself Old Man something? Old Man? Or is that the name of the barbecue place?
That's the name of the guy who sponsored the event. Old Man something. Really cool guy. Anyway, I should know the name. I think if you're going to make a product, you should laser your stupid name on it. So whoever made this, laser your stupid name on your stuff. Anyway.
I might have missed the conversation, but is TKO looking into brass, copper, or titanium scales?
Yeah, we have a guy who can do all that. But, you know, we're struggling to keep up with making... We're growing so fast, man. It's crazy. And that's why we're able to survive all of the crap that happens in the industry, because you guys are helping us. I'm wearing the 511 Tactical Trainer belt. I'm carrying the 007 ADC RV2 OD green.
Hey, where's that? It's not a gun YouTube emoji. Every time you grab something from your belt, they're going to get confused.
Yeah, it's just a knife. I carry everything up front right here.
Founders Club.
Tactical.
Old Man Bob Poncho from WharnEDC. Yeah, that's it.
But that's the guy who sponsored the event we were at, and the leather guy. Somebody, I'm sure, could find that out.
People are asking how the EDC series blades are coming along.
That's what Jeremy was talking about. He just got all the rest of the steel for it. We had it at the steel supplier, and they just needed to ship it to us. So he's finishing up V3s, which we pushed ahead of schedule before a drop, because the steel situation in the United States is absolutely freaking insane. I believe he's got, if I remember correctly, if Jeremy's still on, Strikers and Raiders are going to be the next up on the boat. So they're coming soon. We got to tweak Raiders because we're going to do the higher grind and the thinner edge. So that's the only changes we're making to that. And the Striker, we're adding the jimping in the thumb. So a little bit more design work on those, but we have steel, so they will be within the 3 to 6 months time frame, unless Jeremy tells me to go F myself, and then I will be F'd completely without Jeremy, because he cuts our blades, and it's hard to not have a company without blades. Anyway, so there's that. The only person...
Thanks, Daily Knife.
Not the only person. One of a couple of people that have not completely screwed us up by negligent, bad material handling. So thanks for that, Jeremy.
Status of the DP1 AEBL.
They are literally at nickel boron. We were there.
Done.
We were there Friday.
I saw them.
They're plated now, and he's got to do the battle worn on those. He's got to do the battle worn on the 007 AEBLs.
Mistold, how do they find you? Instagram? It's Mistold81.
What I want to do is have a Friends of TKL Knives section on the website eventually, so that you can link to them or contact them directly from us, like people we endorse. This dude makes our grips, custom grips. Check these out. You know, people that we stand by. Like, hey, I vouch for the guy's work. Let him make you a super custom TKL.
007 ABLs are right behind.
Literally, we saw them on the plating racks, and the rest of them were in the tanks being done with nickel boron. They are in Georgia, 5 miles from here. Almost done. Almost done. DP1s, what, you know.
Y'all, okay, time for the mistold emoji, y'all. Somebody pop up the mistold
emoji.
Yeah,
do it. You know Lee
has earned an emoji.
You know Lee has his own emoji. Like he's going to put himself up there.
Somebody put mistold up. There it is. All right, people asking about the Founders Club.
All right, so here's the
Josh
deal.
L said, wait, I'm so behind. 007 started shipping. Yeah. We did ship ADCRV.
Yep, we shipped we've been shipping them as fast as we can. Yeah, I think
also, what's Dan's update on that? Did he get the belt for the 005s?
I don't know. I need to see if he did.
We got a question about that too. Yeah, Peach, we do need to send us somebody do a peach emoji. Yeah, the blend Bushmans,
that's awesome.
They barely were blend at all for people that got those.
Pete Sake said, please tell me a B-list tourniquet is in the works. Somebody would be super offended to look down at their gashed up leg that reads to them, B-list you're bleeding out.
All right, hon. All right, we need to make sure we talk about everything that you mentioned here.
Yeah, so the Founders Club. So Zeke Warner came to the shop and brought me this shirt. I was going to wear it today, but I didn't. So thanks, Zeke. JC Warner Heating and Cooling. Isn't he in Mass? Is that correct?
I don't know.
One, if you need heating and cooling needs, we have two people. If you're in Hawaii, Malama, he's a big supporter of us, and so is he. So JC Warner, Heating and Cooling, look them up. Let me look. I'm pretty sure.
Aaron Wong would like to see the Nautilus and Striker side by side. He's from Maryland, yes.
Okay, so yeah. He also brought me a blade, and I was thinking about this morning. Did you mean to give me that? I thought, holy crap! What if he was just showing me that? I was like, thank you so much, and he's like, crap, that's my expensive freaking knife.
That's what happened to me. When I posted the giveaway yesterday, I was just giving away the grips, but I could see that everybody thought it was for the TS87 and the grips. So I was like, crap, now I got to give.
Now I got to give, and we got to find one.
Oh, I got to give that away. I actually need to do that drawing.
So this company is, I think it's EOS, Elite Outfitting Solutions. They're an American OEM shop, and they can make folders too.
Well, that's kind of like an Arcane.
So it's got that really futuristic look, but if they can do this level of detail, maybe they can take on the freaking TKL
William,
project.
send us a picture. I'd love to see it.
So this, woo, I nicked myself. So this is, if you can do this kind of detail in your machine work.
Casey, we do not have the black grips yet.
For a fantasy looking knife, you should be able to. Yeah, so it's really tight. Lockup is good on this knife. Zeke, if you didn't mean to give me this, I'll send it back to you. He was driving through on the way to Florida.
He probably didn't, honey, and you thought he was.
I know.
Wait,
if
he
not,
said yes. I don't know if that was you were supposed to have it or not.
But he came by and was a little bit of a show off with his staccato because I don't have one.
He said it's yours, honey.
Thanks, dude. The staccato?
No.
I'll trade you anyway, I've always wanted a staccato, and holding one for the first time, yeah, the trigger.
All right, let's do a second knife giveaway on one of those other ones that we had left. The double of.
I know we got some people in Mass, so.
The JAS blade, and then the other one was
just another slice.
A Night Guard 2.0 sharpened on all sides that you can choose from. Hashtag blade.
How many slices does it take to get to the inside? Just another slice. Don't say that. We're talking about deers and pigs and stuff. Whoo, trouble. Yeah. So, Founders Club. Let's jump in there. Actually, Zeke asked about this when he was in the shop. And Peach was there. I told you guys this if you weren't there. Thanks for coming by. You know, yeah, that was cool. And his Jeep is freaking rad.
It's Jurassic Park.
And we started watching Jurassic Park, and Caitlin was like, so anyway, cool rig he's got. So, and I told these guys in the shop, there is one number that makes a difference for us to be able to cut our turnaround times in half. Well, actually more. We would cut our turnaround times down to just a few weeks if we could get the equipment to do 3 processes. Just 3. That's 2 employees and about $400,000 worth of equipment. So to get the training, to get the building prepped, to get those pieces of equipment to make any amount of difference, that number is about $500K. This is why I have not done the Founders Club. To make it attainable for people to even afford to be able to do this, $1,000, $500, $200, I don't know the level. If it is and this sounds really terrible. I was telling Zeke this in the shop. If it's not an amount of money to make a difference for what we're trying to do, then we're dishonest. We're just taking money for what the hell ever. You know what I mean? And I don't want to do that. If we're going to do a Founders Club, it's going to be to reduce the turnaround times and increase our margins so that it is not so tight every freaking, and we don't have to do pre-orders anymore. Order it, ships in a couple weeks. That's what we're trying to do. So I'm not going to release like a black card like Medford did to fund his machinery, his shop expansion, unless it makes a very real difference. That's a lot. That is a lot. So what if everybody gets behind this thing, we launch this thing, all these people get money, and then it's like $250K. And I'm like, I can get one machine and no operator for that amount. What if it's 300? 1.2 machines and an operator? And the problem is the machinery.
Well, please tell me that the machine, part of the machinery includes a screw way to make screws, because we've been waiting on screws a lot lately too.
That is it. So there are three processes.
What we wait on all the time is Kydex, G10, screws.
Those are the three processes. I know how to streamline them. I know the equipment to do it. I know the people that can train us to do it. If I can't reinvent my sheath, my screws, and my grips processes, I'm still going to be at the mercy of American manufacturing. That's the secret. Everybody uses a handful of companies that say they're American made. If they're truthfully using American made materials, only a couple
We all
places.
are using the same ones, and we're all in the same boat. We talk to other makers, and they're also in the same boat, waiting on stuff.
I am becoming friends with all of the other makers in the industry, and I really like it. I used to be super guarded. I don't want you to steal my secrets. Now I don't even give a crap. Like, whatever. I make stuff enough different. Let's all figure out how we can do this, because with this up and down tariff garbage, it is impossible.
Pete's sake said minimum would need to be $1,000, 500 people, 500,000 K, which is
right.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot. That's 500 people. So what if it's only 300 people? Everybody was behind it, and we go, oh, sorry, here's your money back. We couldn't do what we set out to do.
Yeah, Ginger Fisher, that is what we make our screws on, as a Swiss mill.
Yep, so. Yep. Swiss mill, there's not a whole lot of proficient Swiss operators in the States. There just aren't. There are not. That's why
Thank
our freaking
you, we
screws.
appreciate your support.
You know what my cost is? $6.50 for those stupid screws. That's cost. That is crazy. And it was $5 last year. $6.50. Thank you, Terrace, for steel costs going to the roof.
Thank you, Daily Knife. That's nice.
So, I don't know. If we take a loan from the SBA for that amount of money, they want their payments like bam. And then you're like, well, we need to put this money to work. I got to buy machines. I got to expand the building. I got to get the three-phase power put in. All of that crap is expensive, right? I got to get operators. Huh?
Mom she was with taking care of Dad. So
Happy Mother's Day. Hey, thumbs up.
So why couldn't we do one of those, like, what is that thing people do where it's not GoFundMe, but the other one, Kickstarter, where you have like the amount that you need to raise, and then if you don't reach it, you don't get it, right? But then you have
to take a cut.
Don't you have to have a product too that you're offering?
I don't know. I do not know that. Medford did their own version of that where they offered a blade, which we could do, but it couldn't be a crazy expensive blade because that would dilute the value and we wouldn't be able to put the money to work. So
a pledge. What do you mean, Doc? He said, CW, can you do a pledge online, see what you would get? Well, that would be like what people would say they'd be willing to donate. Is that what that is?
Oh, like tithing at church? I grew up in a Baptist church, and they always would hit you up for like, you pledge that you're going to give this much money, and they would like give you the envelopes with the dates on them and your name, and you're like, whoo, hope things don't get weird because I just told the church I was going to do this, and I thought this was like a heart kind of.
There's a lot of people offering electrical services if we got that far.
Awesome, because here's the cool thing. So the three-phase power is 45 feet. So the lines are there.
No to the Kickstarter.
Because?
Kickstarter is great, but they take a massive cut.
Yeah, so I looked into that. So we'd have to raise the ask even higher so that the take would be enough to make a difference. But I will take electrical help. I'm a master electrician by trade, but as you know, three-phase panels are freaking
Keith
expensive.
Shelby says, I'll come down and put 3-phase power in. Tim will need help though.
Yes, I would love, because I can pull the permits myself, but I would love to have some help with that. Because, so two of my business partners, they're very, very minor owners of TCal knives, like 10%, like nothing.
Brian White says, get a Star Swiss lathe. You can make screws for your grip sheaths as well as screws.
Yeah, good idea. Can you run one?
Nick Bonomo says, why would you give a cut to anyone? I think you guys can get enough support from this on your own.
Do you think so?
Organically. That's what I was saying. I didn't know. That's a lot of money.
Whew, I know. And then once we get to that level,
keep a counter so you can see where people are at. I'm sure we could come up with that somehow.
That's the thing. Like, I'm just really curious about it. Like, honestly, there's enough people. Sorry, like there was a camera said something in your basement door. So
someone wanted to see the Nighthawk, honey. You were talking.
Yeah.
So.
I love that. I like the knives.
Kelly's Mishmash said, my husband Brian is a machinist, so he can.
Is he close?
Yeah, where are y'all at?
So here's the thing. We're going to use Jeremy in Jeremy's capacity, but we need to, if we do this, Jeremy's going to be freaking swamped. Jeremy already built the building to put more machines in. We just need to put them in. But Jeremy cannot pull himself off to do sheaths, grips, and screws. And he'd have to hire a team of people, and I don't think he wants to do that because a team of people is hard. Trust me, I know. So that means CAD CAM guy, 3 proficient machinists, and a Swiss guy is a different type of machinist. So it's a. Am I back on main? Or are you paying attention?
Doc Hanley said, "We'll make 500,000. No loan, no Kickstarter. Have faith in T. Killian Core."
I'm scared, guys. You know how raw I am. I am. That's the whole thing. I'm totally scared because I'm like, man. But you're talking about increasing our margins to the point where if we wanted to, we could go into retail. But that would just be able to not be so close to breaking even all the time. And then, if I'm doing all the crap.
Yeah, and then they're saying, what would Duke Tickle if we buy in for 1,000 return package be? So are you asking what you would get for that?
Yeah, that's what they're asking. Yeah, so what do you get? I mean, I've asked a million ways to do it. Medford does the knife of your choice with their black card. I think it'll be really cool as soon as you walk into HQ. Everybody's name engraved on this big giant thing. That would be freaking rad. Like, that's my name right there. I did this. Like so Chattanooga has this bridge that you can walk across. And all these people, to save the bridge and keep it from being torn down, it's a pedestrian bridge now that goes over the river. Their names are on the boards. So they put these little plaques on there. I got the idea from the Olympics in '96. Atlanta did that. You could buy these bricks. And there are so many people that CW and I know, because we grew up here, that have their names immortalized forever in bricks.
Zeke said, range day and handshake, more knives.
Hi, man. I know he was disappointed because he was like, hey, where's the bunker? I'm like, the house is 5 miles away. I'm super scared to move the bunker operations over there because, Zeke, you saw my neighbors. They look like they might be on crack. Just saying. So, but we got 300 yards right behind the shop.
Bag of Donuts said, I just ran an event at the Arts Museum on the other side of the bridge. Local.
When was that?
You must be local.
Because we were walking over there in the Arts District.
A numbered knife, and it went away. For supporters only in love. To see Doc Henry.
Is that enough?
A numbered knife. That's what I said. Like some kind of a special grips, a numbered something different that nobody else would ever have.
I think it would have to be like, let's design this knife together. New knife, completely new. It'll be the first one on the new production line. Like, bam. I think that would be freaking cool. Only ever. I just came up with this right now. I think it'd be cool. Like,
Will B said it's Georgia. They're not on crack. It's probably meth.
Oh yeah, crack is Georgia's a little bit. You know,
we got some crack around here too.
There's some crack, man. Some of that bathtub crank. You know what I'm saying? Scary. I saw the dude next door to the shop a couple weeks ago off-roading through my field. I'm like, dude, I pay a lot of money for this building and this property. Can you not drive through my freaking field? Insane. Seth comes in the shop and says, hey, Tim, some dude's out there in the field.
Can we get a mother's poem from the poet? I haven't seen the poet on today.
Uh-oh, he doesn't like us anymore.
Crack is so passe from plastic.
No, that's funny. Oh, goodness.
Jacob Brown said Missouri probably has equal meth and crack.
Yeah, depends on where you're at. We do got a lot of mountains around here, though. People.
Well, isn't like crack in the projects around here? Like when you go in the projects, it's crack.
Well, yeah, we know the Chattanooga Police Department really well. They're like, man, y'all don't even know. You were walking over there in the dark. I'm like, yeah, dude, no problem. The lights are pretty. The food's good. Like, you're going to get killed, Tim. Stop. I'm like, oh, really? Mm-hmm.
I see a bunch of people just now entering. So I'm going to give like a couple more minutes to draw this one because some new entry.
How many people are on the live right this
Dennis
minute?
said, pray on and let God lead you. I like that.
It's like it's a thing. The company is big enough to this point where we got to reduce our turnaround times and increase our margins because the cost of everything's going
Come on
up.
by, Daily Knife. You're welcome.
How many people on right now, Suzanne?
448.
So if all of you donated, we would be almost there.
Aquanaut, $5. Thank you. The Medford Black card of mine is a unique design with the molding broken after, never made again.
Yeah, I didn't know they did that. That's really cool.
What is it?
Well, what are you saying? Like they do the one knife. It sounds like I stole that idea from Greg, which I don't want to do. So now I got to do something different.
Daily Knife, you talking about June the 3rd and 4th? Are we still going to be around or are we doing stuff then? I know we're supposed to be doing that idea.
What's the question? Don't say that.
No.
It's a secret.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Why? You asking to come?
He wants to come by the shop June 3rd and 4th.
Okay.
June 3rd or the 4th. He's going to be going to Blade Show. Probably.
4th we're loading in. Right? Is that okay? Wednesday is the day that MKM and Jared may be coming by. Absolutely. Yes.
It may be one of those things where you got to just reach out and see if we're in the shop.
Because I was on the phone the other day with another friend in the industry. He's like, hey, I'm coming by the Sunday after Blade Show. And I'm like, I'm going to be sleeping. Oh, it'll be fine. I'm like, whatever. Okay. Thanks, Nick. I guess I have no choice in this. I'll give you the key. What do you want to sleep there? But Chattanooga, a lot of people will drive most of the way to Blade Show. We're 15 miles from Chattanooga. We're like 2 exits in from the Tennessee border. And
Can you show the side-by-side of the Striker and Nautilus?
I'm just talking. This is not about knives, guys. Don't you understand? This is the Tim show.
Okay, let me do this drawing if you're going to keep talking.
I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. Striker and Striker and
Nautilus.
I need to put regular grips on it. You want me to do that on the live tab?
Zeke said you would do it with higher levels. Don't limit to 1,000. Nick said he would love a 1 of 1.
Yeah, it would be.
Then you'd have to get to work, honey. You'd have to be making customs.
Shit, I work my ass off. Y'all don't even know. I mean, I've always been a worker. Oh, but look, what if I take this one apart in the old school screws?
Wait, hold on. Let me put
burgundy
you back
grip.
over here.
Oh, man, look at that guy. Ooh, sorry. Not taking that one apart. Some of these have the old school grips. I'm
going to give away this knife while you're looking at stuff.
I'm sorry. I'm here.
This will be for a triple edge Night Guard 2.0 or Jazz, JAS, just another slicer Guardian.
All I'm saying is my mom didn't talk to me like that.
Ryder 308, we know him.
Yeah, man.
He came by the shop. Congratulations. Which one do you want? Which one are you taking?
Well, so it's he's got a choice, right? Why did I grab a freaking adversary to try to take the grips off of it? What a dummy. Let's do this one.
Mick said, if Founder Club member, I would want a knife made and named for me that can be available to everyone.
That's what I did. I just put my name on a bunch of stuff I made because, you know, narcissism is real. That's like a super catchphrase now. And people, like all these young folk, use the word narcissistic. Like, you're such a narcissist. Like, you don't obviously know what that means because
It'd be hilarious if you made the striker with a special forces group in Australia.
I have the Australia Special Forces edition of the P320, which is really cool. But I built it.
Rider 308. It's the. Can you show his 2 options that he can choose from really quick again?
What do I do with them?
You lost them?
Yeah. So you got this one, right?
Yeah. It's a Guardian with OD micarta, black screws, and it says JAS on it. And we named it the Just Another Slicer.
That's not a Guardian.
I'm sorry, I called it a Guardian. I meant the other Wharncliffe.
That guy, the other one, the other one.
The adversary.
This one.
And
this 2.0
Night Guard 2.0 with a sharpened back edge.
Triple edges. Woo, wicked.
SC Knife Monkey. We typically do sell screws, but we're so backed up on orders that we don't have them available for right now. But we have some old style screws that we're selling on Whatnot.
Right.
Just to get people through. We will bring them back soon.
Oh, these are those screws that that local plating shop did. Remember that? They were like gummy. They had cooking oil on them. Remember that? Crazy guy?
Oh, yeah. I forgot you had those.
Yeah, me too. They're on this old school.
All right, he's going to take that adversary with the JAS on it.
Are you going to remember this?
Yeah, just put the giveaway stuff in the...
I gave you...
oh, you're giving them to me? Okay.
Yeah, remember I gave you... yeah.
Aquanauts $2 said, remember, $1,000 donation is 4 payments of $250 on Sezzle.
Exactly. So somebody suggested, like, just do Sezzle. So what do? Just make a... I have said, okay, I'm just going to do it 1,000,000 times. So, all right, everybody.
Car says you could do it in a tiered way, starting at 500 and increase in increments of 500 to the sky is the limit, with different rewards based on amount up to 3,000. I
have that drawn up too, man. So 500. Yeah, all right. So
Nick said, I can't believe no one took the 2.0. Yeah, it's cool because it's got we sharpened that.
Yeah, the 3D. Yeah. Sorry, I'm over here just building knives. You guys don't mind, right? That's what I do every day anyway. I got this old thing I used to say stuck in my head now. My mom said, can't talk about that.
What? I didn't even make out what you said.
I used to say, my mom said, you can't talk to me like that all the time. Remember that?
No.
Can't talk about that. That's what I used to say. When people would say rude stuff, like my mom said, you can't talk. Or, I know you remember this. I'd be like, I will contact your mother immediately. This is dirty because it's my striker. I should clean things, but I don't. Striker, Nautilus. Way much differenter. So the grip is a lot shorter, a lot more compact. And this is like, but you're able to get the full grip because the blade is part of the grip. So you get your full 3-finger wrap and then.
Are you saying you want to buy that blade, Nick? You don't have one. It's still on order. You have which blade do you have on order? Night Guard 2.0?
Whoops.
That doesn't sound right.
Whoops. Or striker.
I know we had some blems and we were reaching out via email to see if people would take the 30% off. Maybe.
If you're talking about the strikers, remember we had that batch with the dented spines and some people said they'd wait?
Oh, are you waiting for that?
Like the last year?
Let us know, Nick. We don't want you to leave you hanging.
So I had drawn up one thing that did. It started at 500 and then you could still do Sezzle payments and it went to like way high. If you went like crazy, we had a guy and he's on here right now. I saw his name, or CW mentioned it, that offered 50K. And when you get in at that level, that was like, you're in board meetings, like an advisory style group of, hey, let's bounce this off of whatever. Plus,
Daily Knife said it would be cool to have a Bible verse on a special blade for some donation.
I would do nothing other than that. Do you guys know that Trigicon does that on every optic? There's a Bible verse on there, except for the ones that went to contract
okay, Keith.
work.
Yeah, sorry. I just read comments and don't know what they're pertaining to. Trying to keep up with all of them.
I don't know. I'm just gonna stand here and do this.
Oh, got it. Okay, so he has an order with a 2.0, a Piranha 4 and 5. You want us to ship your 2.0 and Piranha now, so you don't have to wait on those? Let me take a picture of this comment.
Look, CW takes care of everybody. You guys see my shout out to her? The behind the scenes, doesn't care for credit, but is the glue that holds all of us together, because you can't do it without a godly wife. Anything ever. I don't know why I did the head wiggle, but it really made it hit home. The head wiggle was like, this is serious talk. Man, good coffee. Yeah. It's cold. Will I drink it? You know what I did? I left my MP5 at the shop.
Did you need it?
Everybody, I've wanted an MP5 my whole life, and somebody gave me one. Of course I need it.
Well, you couldn't show it.
I know, but I want to shoot it.
Casey Curtis says, is the Panther on patrol?
He's outside acting an ass, because he is that. All right, let's hear a funny story.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I spoke with CW over the phone about my order a while back. She's such a pleasure to deal with. Thank you.
You guys ever hear me in the background being an idiot? Like, how does he make knives? You do. 90% of the time, I'm there.
Do we have a Piranha that we can give away from Brandon Johnson?
Brandon.
Do we? I saw some at the shop when we were there. You don't have one like us. You're going to give one off the wall?
Yeah, it's got some tip damage because
I think we have one built at the shop. Y'all want to do that instead of this Night Guard 2.0?
Piranha's a great knife.
Yeah, Ryan.
What?
He said we all know who's really in charge at 2Kill Knives.
God.
Yep. That's it.
There's a secret. No, there are things that I can only do, and there are things that only
Daily Knife. Are you talking about our folder, the fundraiser folder? We still have some.
Mm-hmm.
Just let us know.
See you at Blade Show. Yeah, or come by the shop. So what was in my announcements of all the stuff that I was going to talk about that we better do this.
Should I look at the message? Yeah, we only got about 10 minutes or so left.
Okay. So is Raymond Johnson on?
Raymond, are you on?
He has like 8,000 screen names, so probably. Let's look at this back. Vito Pro Pack. Inside this bag, and I'm going to tell you something. If Raymond had a YouTube channel about knives, and he had the camera personality, and I don't know if he does, he selects the best EDC and tools. And that's because that's what he does for work. But he's got his finger on the pulse. So inside the bag, he gave me this new Wera. And if you guys don't know, Wera makes very high-end German tools. This thing...
Don't forget the patch that you have to show, too,
I
from
will.
William.
Oh, yeah. I didn't get it. It's upstairs. Can you have one of the kids bring it down or throw it down? So you see how that opens up?
Where is it?
It's by by the lamp. By my chair.
Is it still in that envelope?
This ratchets. Yeah, it is. This ratchets and it grabs on. So there's a small one and it says it is, man.
$5 from Aquanaut, run a Sezzle in every 3 months so we can give 3 or 4 grand a year and manageable 250 payments. Okay, good idea.
7 to 10 millimeter or 1/4 to 3/8 drive. So it's adjustable, but it actually grabs on. If you guys don't know Wera tools, I have a lot of their screwdrivers. They're freaking awesome. So that came, and then another, he sent me one of these before. This is the SOG. I forget what it's called. But
Blackbeard Pirate Shooter. There are some MR1s that I put on Whatnot in preparation for future auction. They are buy it now right now, and they would ship immediately.
Yeah, and they're not auction. So
yeah, for anybody that is interested, you can go to Whatnot, and there's 8 MR1s over there built in Battle Lock that could ship immediately, like within a day.
So it opens. There's tons of pockets and storage. This is some stuff
B3s are coming soon.
He sent me before. Yeah, we haven't released them yet, but Jeremy had to make them earlier than we anticipated because we ran out of steel. So he sent me these. I'm going to show you these, but this is the bag. So this is a WharnEDC EDC Gear Co. Little micro screwdriver. I'm trying to hold all this crap up and talk about it. So he sent me an Ultim version of this that promptly got stolen in the shop. But it's just a little screwdriver that's got a bearing on the back so you can adjust stuff. These are screwdrivers that he has sent me previously that I use all the time. This is a vessel ratcheting screwdriver, but it also is a micro. And then this is a electronic version of the vessel. Of course, my TS87. This bag is incredible, and also a big version of this adjustable wrench. I mean, these are super good tools. So this is 16 to 19, and then there's another one in here somewhere of the other size. So that's the bag, but it's cool because it's got a hanger so you can work on it. It's got many pockets. So this is going to
Brian, yeah, we're going to have some 007, right, honey? A Blade Show?
Yes, we are. Are you coming to Blade Show, right? Henley? Is that who said that?
No, Ryan Henley's not coming to Blade Show.
You said Ryan. Michigan. Well, I mean, people come from all over the world.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't. He's never been.
I thought you said Ryan. I just asked if it was Henley.
No, Brian.
Oh, Brian. He also gave me. Let's go over here. These are small things. This is a competitor of ours, a Scallywag Tactical.
Lower it.
I have to look at it.
There you go.
Him a baby.
It's cute.
Him a little baby. A little necker by Scallywag. You guys, I'm sure you recognize these. These are the minimalist line. So this is a little.
Is that comfortable with those big finger wells?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep, the minimalist is comfortable.
Tor just bought who? Scallywag? Oh shit! Oh, oops.
Did they really?
They're going to be our competitor now.
They already were.
Even more.
That's interesting. They're both Marine Corps owned companies.
That's what I'm saying.
They combine forces. Now we need to. That's not good.
I know.
That is not good.
But we do more EDC stuff than they do, right?
Yeah, but we do tactical stuff better. Did I say that?
No.
I did. I said it.
Sorry. I'm off my game today, Hunter.
She rarely does that.
Pressure does to you.
Pressure. So,
do you guys have any nightshades I can buy? I was talking to my mom yesterday, and she wants a small blade she can have when she's out. Yeah. Yes. Please email us. I saw a couple of built reverse Tontos if they're out of stock on the website.
Leave it on that thing.
That we're saving for Blade Show. We'll help her out.
Raymond had previously. I know,
I'm sorry, y'all. I said a bad word.
She rarely does that.
It's
usually.
His fault. Yep. It's because I get it from him.
Yeah, she never does that. And I'm trying to be better about it. So this is stuff that Raymond has given me in the past. So this is a little pouch. This is a Swiss tool. Anyway, this.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dakota. I didn't see this. Order my first 2 knives from you guys for immediate ship after having issues with it being on hold. Yeah, we'll look to it. $5. Thank you.
What's the issue?
I'm sure it's like I don't know if it's one of those immediately shipped knives and they haven't shipped yet.
I mean, we're supposed to process those through within a couple of weeks if you chose the grips that it said in the letter that they ship faster. That could be an issue. That could be the issue. Hopefully we communicated that properly where people could. So Raymond, the dude is the king of the cool multifunctional tools. He always sends the coolest freaking tools. Well, he's the only person that sends me tools, but I love tools because I'm a worker. I've worked my whole life, and I recognize good, and they're high quality stuff. And then let me get this thing from William.
For this last giveaway, I'm going to call it triple so that you know that it's got 3 edges in case you're in an area and you cannot have this blade.
I'm not going to say this guy's name because this may be his job. But Marshall County SRT. That's actually 1 county over from where I have family in Kentucky. So I have family in Callaway County. So, 1 county over from where I have family in Kentucky. So I have family in Callaway County. 1 county over from where I have family in Kentucky. So I have family in Callaway County. So I have family in Callaway County. So I have family in Callaway County. So That I love. You guys know I love my patches. SRT. This is the SEAL symbol, not SEAL. Excuse me, SWAT. So this could be Special Rescue Team, or it could be their SWAT. This could be his SWAT symbol. But anyway, thank you very much. I'm always honored to get patches. I love patches. I'm gonna put it right here because it's Velcro.
Aquanaut, where did that go? Aquanaut just gave us.
Thanks, William.
I hope I'm not missing other.
I don't want to release his name because he could be. It's important to maintain people's stuff. That
Aquanaut,
should be
$5. There's no comparison. I trade a few chores to you for your knives.
I have a lot of tour people have traded me for my stuff, which is an honor, and then it lets me learn about the community that I'm a part of. And I don't know the guys from Tour. I don't know the guys from Scallywag. I've met one of the dudes from Scallywag, but I think he thought I was just a regular Joe. I just was checking out their stuff. I've traded. Some people have traded me some of their stuff too. I want to do.
He said, William said, all good. I live in Murray, retired there, 14 years on SWAT.
Awesome. Yep. So there you go. He's retired already. But yeah, I could give you a couple of addresses in the rural parts of Murray. I know about me some Salmon's Bakery. Say some. I hope they're still there. If you want to be my friend, you will send me some donuts from Salmon's Bakery in Murray, and we will be friends forever. I hope they survive COVID. It's been, 15 years since I've been there. Anyway.
Can you do a pocket dump for Blade Show? You mean like Tim's pocket dump at Blade Show, or you mean like talking to people and getting pocket dumps?
We'll probably be doing both. It's going to be tough because we're going to be busy this year. I mean, we're always busy at Blade Show, but you guys don't know.
What I really would like is for people, like I know y'all have mentioned it on the lives, but please send me an email if there's any small makers that need some attention, because I love being able to help people on video that maybe people don't know about. Up and coming, nice people. The last Blade Show video we did got over 200,000 views. I don't know that this one will, but if it does, it's a great chance. It helps them out, right? We kind of helped ourselves out by talking about our stuff, and then we're like, well, we figured out that people like CW and me on camera, so let's go talk about other people's stuff. So that's a big part of what we do. You guys know that we work with some people and we like them. There's also a collab that we're doing. I don't know if he's ready for me to announce that yet, but can you please show a Nightshade Warncliffe from LV Giant fan? So y'all, just a couple more minutes. We're going to do the drawing for the Night Guard 2.0. This is what they're going to become. So the new Warncliffe, we added the 30 degree on the back, and it is absolutely freaking nasty. It is wicked. I just was thinking about growing up as a kid and farming tobacco with my family in Kentucky. Rural. I mean, you're talking about before the 4-lane went through there. That piece of property where the 4-lane goes through rural Murray was my family's land. But now it's a freaking 4-lane. Wait, let me get back to you. Sorry. I love that warning. Who makes folding knives by hand? Brand New American. Not me. Yeah, y'all please email me because I'll forget. Yes. Yes, because we want to get a list. I'd like to have a running list. Yep, we're going to get a list. So this is the new warning. Yeah, of course, Daily Knife. But yeah, are y'all going to be set up there? I guess you probably will. You are in Texas, but you get around. So you kind of seem like a customer because he's going around everywhere. Yeah. He's got a knife company. He's got a knife company. He makes good stuff. I like that blue knife. Oh, yeah. That thing's pretty. Our daughter was like, she snagged it. I really want to take that his SWAT badge and put it at the shop so that when people come by, they can see it. Scott Stavinsky says, my Nightshade Reverse Tonto is my favorite defensive blade. I need one in battle. Have you seen what we're doing with it? So basically, we're switching these up. So this was the reverse Tonto. You're welcome, Charles. So now I took this design for that 30-30 degree and put it on the Warnie because the Warnie was kind of lackluster. And I put the jimping on the back. We need to make that more aggressive. We still have those where people can just get it single edged, right? And then right, honey? Yes. Yeah, you can still get it single. And so now the reverse Tonto is going to become this high grind, which I freaking love. And I'm going to have some of these at Blade Show
with this high grind and the reverse. So
snacks. It just depends on the blade.
There's going to be some stuff at Blade Show that you can't get anywhere, like the high grind blade. So that's kind of like, hey, check this out. Tell us what you think. There's a handful of these. Buy one, love it. I can never have reverse Tontos at the shows because they sell so fast. So I made a bunch in this new style so that I could, like, hey, come see it. Blade Show's going to be crazy. There's also that project that Barbarian Brawny is helping us photograph. That is a huge thing for us. We're doing the collab with Nice by Nuge. We're doing the collab with Armored Faith Blade Works. That's Carson. And we've got a lot of media attention. Melissa's going to be at our booth Friday and Saturday mornings. We got the live Whatnot auction. And we're debuting a clip with UltiClip, never before seen in the whole entire world. We're debuting it, and I'm switching my line to it because it's that good. Very excited about that. So are they. That's all going to come as part of that photography that Barbarian Brawny is
Kyle the Heathen.
sworn to secrecy about. So,
did we talk about everything that we listed on our...
You guys help me.
Because we will have somebody comment. I watched for this title or description and it wasn't in the video.
Yeah. What else is there that I didn't say? I made coffee. That's obvious.
Did we forget anything? You talked about Founders Club, Collab, WharnEDC, gifts, Big Idea Design. Did we talk about them coming through?
Yeah, they're helping with that same project with Barbarian Brawny. Really, really helped us out in a big way. Also, they're 15 miles from here.
Hey, honey, you might want to go visit with Daily Knife because they will have Mike from County Com is going to be there.
Ooh, I need to talk to him about making items for me. Yeah. Yeah. So listen, Luke, you saw my booth in Texas. You multiply that times 10, that'll be Atlanta for us. So if that is the case, I will be stuck.
I know we don't have anybody. We work the booth too.
So we work the booth. Like if you come to Blade Show to see TKL Knives, you're going to see the Kells. That's what the T stands for, the Kells, because we will be there. We're down an employee and actually 2, and we're growing like freaking crazy. Our booth is rad because I designed it.
Mini screwdriver update.
I was actually going to ask my buddy to take that project on. Because with the delay in getting Jeremy his steel, that has pushed back the last quarter of the year.
Whoever got the wrong size shirt, please email us. Thanks, CJ.
Yeah, that's what I say too. My shirt.
Any problems or anything, y'all please email us.
Yes, please.
China does an amazing job with emails. She does most of them.
Yep, she does shipping now.
Tim still does them.
Yep.
Hunter sometimes does them. We'll get to your email faster than I can remember them on here.
Yep. Customer service at tklknives.com. That's your best bet to do that one.
All right, for this last giveaway before we jump off.
Anyway,
Guard 2.0 with 3 edges.
What I was saying was that I will try to get by to meet people, but it is very, very unlikely that we will not be so slammed that I can get away from the booth.
519-65 Abel. Congratulations, you won.
So I'll try my best to get around to meet these people. If you can.
You got the wrong color shirt, but you like it better. Okay.
What?
Oh, no. You know what happened with that? If it was a Patreon shirt, we sent what we had because we miscalculated our inventory, I think.
Yeah. We
are sorry about that.
We're just going to do a Patreon shirt.
Yeah.
Maybe 2, where you choose it, and that's it. Because so what's going to happen if the Founders Club thing goes through, where all of our merchandise is stored, and Peach and Zeke will now know what we're talking about, and you guys that have already come by, that area is going to have, so you guys that have been to the shop it's really cool the way I designed it and laid it out. There's like this loft if you haven't seen it, and then I'm gonna skip where the heater is and then extend that over on the right side, and the shirts are going up, and we're reducing the number of those, and then production is going to go under there. That's the plan. And then the awning.
No worries, he likes it better anyway.
What? Yes. Lucky guess. I knew that was going to happen. Yeah. So that's the most immediate plan.
Vinny, you can email Jacob at TCal Knives. He's our shop manager.
You talking about for work?
Yeah. He's local.
That is, yeah. And we work. But we do have a really good time while we work. But we don't do stupid stuff, because if you have too much fun, you cut your freaking finger off.
Daniel said one more impromptu giveaway. I didn't bring any more knives. I could do like a patch or a shirt or something. Y'all want that really quick?
Yeah,
Would you settle for some merch? A patch and a t-shirt? How about that?
A patch.
Be less dumb. Patch and t-shirt.
We covered everything.
There you go.
Right? We covered everything.
Yeah, we're 5 minutes out over too.
Okay, cool. You're doing that giveaway? You're running it? Cool, awesome. Any last minute request from you guys? We are weeks away from Blade Show now. It is officially inside a month. It is going to be all hands on deck to get ready for Blade Show. We have got a special visitor coming to the shop Tuesday because they screwed up a bunch of my crap, and they are trying to salvage.
Who won the shirt contest? Someone asked. Did we decide which one we like?
What we're trying to do
with Jacob's head and your beat and the teeth.
There's a couple that I really like too, but I don't want to give my preference because I don't want to sway the voting.
Oh, we're going to take a vote?
Yeah, what I need to do, here's the thing. Georgie is too busy with our website getting attacked all the time, with changes, tweaks, this thing's broken, credit card processors, all this other crap that we got going on. We need to clean up and streamline the website. But what I need to do is take all of the entries, get them on one thing with numbers so we can blast it out on Patreon. And that's because there's 1,400 people over there, and we'll vote, narrow it down to the top 10. No, the top 5. And then when it gets down to the top 5, me and C-Dub are going to choose however many of those we want to release from those. So that's how I'm going to do it, because we got a lot of entries and a lot of really cool stuff.
Denny O'Fool says his credit cards gets rejected every time, has to re-enter.
So what I'm being told is we had to increase the security. So now your billing address has to match, your zip code has to match, your 3-digit code has to match. And then if those 3 things don't match and you don't pass the stupid CAPTCHA, it's going to kick it back. But
Doc wants to know who won, the Melissa or you, with which one we like better. We're going to do it with the full set of grips and the ring grip on the side for the Blade Show special.
Yeah, I mean, I've always liked it. She was
cool with that too.
Yeah, she was happy with that too. I just like that compact grip, and I don't want to lock myself into having the ring. I want people to realize they can switch that up.
But wait, aren't we going to have the ring installed on the other model?
That's her preference.
Yeah, that's the plan.
But no. So you'll be able to buy it as is. Black, whatever grips you choose. Then there's going to be Melissa's favorite, which will be the ring grip. You can order it as Melissa's favorite, or you can do the extended grip, or you can do all 3. That
Brian,
way,
are you talking about yesterday's giveaway from Patreon? Are you talking about the grip set? I'll do that right after we get off of here. Actually, I could do that right now. Let me give away this merch.
Yeah, give away this merch.
And I will do that, and then we'll post to Patreon who wins.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right. Thank you, guys.
You guys.
Joey H. You won the merch. Email us.
Congratulations.
Customer service at TKnives.
You can now be less dumb. Publicly, you can show your less dumbness. All right. Congratulations, guys. Have a great week. Happy Mother's Day to all of you mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to your mom, because she treats me like a real son. You guys
happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.